Hey Libra, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for April 4th through the 10th. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up for the lovely Libra collective. Keep in mind this is a general reading. Not every single message will resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your moon sign, your rising sign as well. Some weeks those might resonate more than your sun sign. But we're going to connect and see what messages are coming up. If you like the cards I'm using in this week's forecast, each person that attends the workshop I'm doing on the 18th of June in Phoenix is going to get your own box to keep. Just letting you know that. And the sign up for that will be linked in the description as well. First card coming up here for Libra is the Ace of Wands. I think Aries also got the Ace of Wands as their first card. Ongoing theme on this channel. Aries and Libra having lots of parallels. And I know a lot of you have Aries Libra placements, so that makes sense. A lot of you have been like, oh, it's because I'm watching. But so if you do have an Aries placement, you may want to check out the Aries video for this week, because there's already a parallel, or there's already similarity. Now, Ace of Wands is a card that comes up when we are being offered an opportunity by life, by the universe, right? Some readers would even say this is like a divinely handed opportunity, that this is something God or the universe is handing to us as a gift. My experience with the Ace of Wands, a lot of the times, this is something we're tempted to turn down because we think it's not a big deal. We think that we have our eyes on bigger things. So we're like, I don't know, I might, hold off, or I might not do this. But what we don't realize in an Ace of Wands situation, we're going to get back whatever we put into it. So it looks like it's a small thing, but this is something that's going to grow and branch out to something bigger. This is something that's going to lead us to bigger opportunities, or be a vehicle or some vessel that's allowing us to make significant connections or meet certain people that's going to be very important to us in our life. So you might be tempted to turn down the opportunity, but don't, because it's going to expand into something bigger. Okay? Because of the symbols I'm seeing, I feel for a lot of you, you might be tempted to turn down this opportunity because you're seeing it as something kind of fun or silly, and it sounds kind of fun, but you're seeing it as like pointless. Like, I should be focusing on other things right now. But this is actually opening up an opportunity to have progress happening in your life through play, instead of that whole mentality of blood, sweat, and tears, right? A lot of us grew up with that mentality. Oh, it takes blood, sweat, and tears, right? There's a certain truth to that, right? We can't say that everything comes easy, but not everything has to be a struggle. Not everything has to be painful. Success and stability doesn't have to come at the sacrifice of our health or our well-being or our mental health either. So you might be seeing it as something that's like just for play or for fun, but it's actually opening up an opportunity for an easier life, right? So it could be something where you're even changing the way that you make your money over time. If you would have told me, back before my awakening and back before really me stepping into walking in faith, that I would be able to make a living reading tarot, I would have told you were crazy, because tarot was fun for me. And in my mind, you couldn't make a living having fun. There's no way, right? Like, work is not supposed to be fun. Work is supposed to be hard and grueling, and you're supposed to be strong, and that whole adrenaline rush of pushing yourself. I never thought that I would make money doing tarot, because tarot seemed fun. So there could be something like this for you, Libra. You might be thinking, oh, there's no way, right? Like, I need to be working, I need to be busy, I need to be doing more difficult things. But whatever this opportunity is that's coming in for you, don't turn it down. Give it a chance and let it take its course, because it's leading you into bigger opportunities, okay? The next card that's coming up for Libra is the Emperor. I'm sorry, I have to laugh. I have to laugh. Again, Emperor, Aries energy, right? Emperor is going to be Aries and Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with doing some kind of project or creative project with an Aries or a Scorpio, or some kind of business with an Aries or a Scorpio. If you have an Aries or Scorpio placement, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. And I feel if you have a placement in Aries or Scorpio, you are changing the way that you view yourself physically. Maybe you've been very hard on your physical appearance, and maybe it's been holding you back from doing a lot of things in your life, and you're finally letting it go. And you're realizing, you know what, I'm being way too hard on myself. You know, maybe I don't look like something that I have in my head, or something that the media keeps shoving in my face, but that doesn't mean that I'm this grotesque monster that has to stay in the shadows. That doesn't mean that I can't live my life, or that I don't deserve success, or that people won't take me seriously. If anything, I'm relatable. And so a lot of you maybe have been holding yourself back from doing certain things because you don't have a certain image, and you're letting that go, and you're releasing that. I'm hearing this song. I don't know who did the original song. I really don't. I know Peter Gabriel has a version of it. I know Arcade Fire has a version of it, but I don't know if somebody did the song before them. I think Peter Gabriel did it before Arcade Fire did it. I don't know if somebody did it before him. But there's a song called My Body is a Cage. And it goes, my body is a cage that keeps me from dancing with the one that I love. And so some of you maybe have just kind of been in this cage, or not allowing yourself to have certain chances or opportunities because you keep feeling like, I don't want to say you don't deserve it, but you keep feeling like you have to reach some certain level before you can do that. And Spirit is saying, no more. Just go for it. Put yourself out there. The Emperor card here is also structure, stability, foundation. For me, it's a card that comes up when we're creating or building an empire. It's also the energy of the divine masculine. So some of you maybe are balancing your feminine and masculine energies within yourself, and you may be calling in a divine feminine or a divine masculine as a result. That you could be coming into a very high level of union. The difference between divine feminine and divine masculine soulmates coming into union versus other soulmates coming into union, divine feminine, divine masculine coming together, they're coming together for specific work. So this is going to be somebody aligned with your spiritual path. This is going to be somebody aligned with whatever you feel called to do in terms of purpose. And so this is not only a relationship on a romantic level, there's a spiritual partnership when the divine feminine and the divine masculine come in, and some of you may be calling in that energy. Again, there's both Scorpio and Aries placements here because it's the Emperor. And this could also be a father figure, a grandfather, or ancestors from your father's side of the family coming in, stepping in, and guiding you through messages, maybe coming in through your dreams, guiding you and bringing you messages on how to move forward at this new chapter in your life. The next card that's coming up here for Libra is the Queen of Cups. So now again, we have water energy. This could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. If you have any of those placements, you might be focusing on those areas of your life, or making progress in those areas of your life. Queen of Cups is a very healing, very soothing, very intuitive energy. Okay? So some of you might be connecting with someone whom you view to be a spiritual mother. Some of you may be connecting with your own maternal energies, and maybe feeling like you need an outlet to nurture, to heal. Some of you are tapping into your gifts as spiritual healers. The Queen of Cups is also very important for me in my readings, because she comes up to let us know that emotional self-care is crucial right now. Emotional self-care is crucial for your success. So what does this mean? Because you're coming into these big energies, these big movements, your heart chakra is opening up to receive the gifts and the blessings that will be a result of these shifts, these changes, these steps that you're taking. And when our heart chakra is opening up, a lot of old things can come to the surface, or we just become more vulnerable, or we just become more sensitive as we're shifting. Some of you have heard me tell this story, and I'll make it quick. But when I was having work done on my heart chakra some years ago to open up my heart chakra, because it was so closed and it was so blocked, I was so emotional. I after the session, I stopped by Target to do some grocery shopping, and it was around Halloween, and they had pumpkins in the bin, and I'm standing in Target and I'm crying, so sad that these pumpkins grew for the whole purpose of being cut up and like carved into and then thrown away. Like, that's how sensitive I was, right? And that was probably triggering something else, and I had to, ask myself what that was really about. And so you might be that sensitive, and you're like, what is happening? Am I going crazy right now? I know it's scary to be that sensitive. You might see commercials on TV or hear a song and it makes you cry, or you just see something that makes you super sentimental, or you just may have these big emotions coming in where your feelings feel very hurt. Understand and know that you're not going to be this sensitive forever. Don't be scared of it, right? Just ride out the waves and give yourself time to cry or be angry, to let out your feelings, to feel your feelings. This might be a time where you need to be a little bit emo. This might be a time that you need to listen to those, dark and sad, dreary songs like you did when you were 13, 14 years old, locking yourself up in your room, listening to the sad songs. You may need some time to do that. The important thing is to have the self-care after, where you're rebuilding yourself. You're soothing yourself, you're turning your energy to positive energy again, but you may need some time to acknowledge the hurts, the fears, the anger, and then soothe and comfort yourself, and turn your energy to the things that make you feel better and inspire you, only after you've given yourself chance to acknowledge and feel the heavy emotions. This is opening you up to receive. This is clearing out old energy, and this is helping you to be ready for the work that's coming in for you, so that you can go in with a full cup, right? You're ready for it. Next card coming up for Libra is the Ten of Swords. Now, this is a card that scares a lot of people, and how could it not, especially in the traditional sense? It's a scary looking card. There's a dude laying down, face down, 10 swords in his back, like, whoa. But really, the Ten of Swords is a time of permanent change, in which some old pattern or old situation that is not good for us is finally coming to an end. So it's kind of like the beast is dead kind of energy. In that sense, it's positive. It's the ending of a karmic cycle that no longer serves us. This can also be once and for all getting a handle on some addictive or self medicating behavior that's been detrimental for us. The Ten of Swords can indicate entering sobriety. So maybe for some of you, you're entering sobriety. Now, that doesn't mean that you're completely immune to whatever the poison was. Like, for example, if it was alcohol, it doesn't mean you're totally immune to where you can start, drinking beers and be good after one or two. It just means that you have a system in place that you can just very naturally not give in to those temptations or not fall into leaning on that crutch. So I don't mean you're immune to where you're doing the behavior. You're not falling off the wagon again. Okay? Or you're coming into very steady and permanent progress and success. Ten of Swords can also come up when you're leaving behind the situation. And maybe once upon a time, the situation was a big deal for you. You were very happy to have it, but you outgrew it. You ascended. And it could be bittersweet because once upon a time it was a good thing. But now that you've outgrown it, it's too painful to stay. So you may be leaving behind a living situation or a relationship or a partnership that just it doesn't fit you anymore. And that's okay. You have to give yourself permission to evolve, to ascend. Okay? So permanent changes. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign, as I said. If you want a private reading with me, the link in the description of the video will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, where you can schedule a private reading with me there. Also, if you're interested in the workshop in Phoenix, June 18th, spaces are limited. You can schedule at calendly.com/amethystangelite. There is a link in the description of the video that will take you directly to the event to sign up for the event as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care, Libra.